Hi everyone, Anissa here with Firehouse Education, and I promised you some videos on this job that I am on. So this will be the first one I'm going to do. I'll do a few more for you covering some of the steps, as I said, kind of a case study of doing a cleanup place. Now, I think I told you about this job being very average, very simple, very easy job. However, I was a little wrong in some respects. It's not totally average. As you can see, all around me here, there are lots of what we call horns and hides. This gentleman is an avid hunter, and so we have 4 very large elk shoulder mounts that are hanging here on the wall. There are 3, that's an elk, right? That's an elk, yes, that's an elk.
Caribou.
Oh, sorry, caribou. My cameraman is correcting me. This caribou. And we have 2 deer here, 1 there, and there's actually 3 more over here. Plus we have multiple skulls. You see the skulls with the horns attached, and then we actually even have a stack of horns. There's 70 of them there, I know, because I cleaned every one of them. And it's just a very unique room. They call this their game room. And we do come across this a bit where we're at. So I don't know, you might be in New York or in the middle of Los Angeles and you don't come across this very much in your restoration work, but we do come across this. So I wanted to speak to this a little bit, all right? So when I came on this job, of course, first thing we did, we get here, crew gets here, and I come in, meet the homeowner, walk around with them, ask them to show me what happened. What happened was a fireplace insert caught on fire. So thankfully he was home, and flames actually were coming up through the chimney. He could see it from the inside of the house. He ran outside, jumped up on the roof, and blew a fire extinguisher down the chimney, which put the flame out. Then he came into the house, and when he did, he created basically a negative pressure and shot the smoke, no more flame, but smoke started billowing out of the fireplace into the house, into this room. The fireplace is behind me here, or in front of me here. So he then shot another fire extinguisher at it, not sure if there was flames going on, but at the fireplace to hopefully extinguish any flames. And so what we were dealing with was a lot of smoke and soot in this room. I mean, these guys were just covered in black. Also, they were covered in the chemical residue, the powdery chemical residue from the fire extinguishers. So, when I came in, I did a walkthrough with the homeowner. He was concerned about these mounts, not horribly concerned. He really felt like they could be cleaned. He was very concerned about the chemical in his house and the odor. So the first thing we did was to talk to him about our process, and I set up our hydroxyl machine that I got going right away and let him know that this is a natural process, very safe, unlike ozone, which I don't like, as most of you know. And so I got this going right away, and just immediately, within 20-30 minutes of us being here, odor was, just smelled completely different in the house, and they did a lot to relieve his mind. We also set up 2, I have a HEPA 500 air scrubbers. I set 2 of them, one on each end of the house. It's about a 2,000 square foot house. So I set 2 of them up. And so he was very happy to hear that we were filtering the air and that I had the hydroxyl going, and it just really made a huge difference for him mentally right away. So that was big. Then after that, I just let him know what we would do to clean these mounts. And the rooms, I went around with the chem sponge, did my testing, figured out what rooms were affected, and I let him know what rooms then I felt we needed to clean, what rooms needed laundry done, and then got him to sign releases. Of course, I have a release for the mounts that we signed. He also signed a release for disposal authorization for him, letting me throw away things like toiletries and paper products and food at my discretion. So, so far I've got a couple of the little things that are going to be destroyed, like a vacuum and something else that I'm pretty sure are going to be destroyed, and I'll get him to sign off on that as well. We're going to talk with him throughout the job, keep in touch with him at least once a day. I expect this job to only take us about 2.5 days, so it won't take us very long. But I will do, like I said, some more video for you here. Oh, and I was going to tell you, so what we do to process these, if you're wondering, is we actually HEPA vacuum them like crazy, the fur. You could sometimes do a chem sponge on these, but you'll actually take fur off with it oftentimes, so I don't like to do that unless I absolutely have to. But this was dry enough, the soot and the residue that was on them. We HEPA vacuumed them. They came nice and clean, and then we're able to wet scrub the antlers and the eyes and parts of the nose. So we were actually able to use, I use a mild cleaner degreaser that's called Score with 99 added in that water for deodorization to do the antlers. And then of course we did a nice smell check on them. They smell great. I can't believe I just had my nose that close to that animal's neck, but it smells fantastic. So actually no odor, it smells like hydroxyl. So that's what we did to process all of these, and of course the thorough cleaning of the room, you know, the step-by-step Q-tip stuff that I'm always talking to you guys about. So I hope that this has been informational and you've been able to kind of get a feel for what we did, what we're doing the first day on the job, when we show up to the homeowner. The other thing, oh, and by the way, of course I have my work authorization form already signed before I even got here. So now I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a video for you on cleaning lights. I've had several of you ask me about that, and there's another one that slips my mind that I was going to do for you that you've been asking me, but I will think of it when I got the video and then I'll just do it for you. So I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.